Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Come on, damn it. Sorry. Technology. Okay, so I've done 3 videos on the truth of people. I'm only going to do 2 more. This is number 4. So the thing about why I started doing this video is because I apparently come from a family of liars, and I'm breaking that cycle. I stopped telling lies when I was 12 years old, when I stopped going to church and started believing in God. Alright? And you know, there's a limitation to the truth because you can only give yay so much of the truth that people can literally handle. And I had a conversation with some broad on Instagram. I will leave her name out because she has my cell phone number and she texts me for money and gift cards and shit like that, like $25 gift cards. I ain't got 25 cents. And everybody knows if you're going to buy a $25 gift card, you're going to pay $25, maybe $30, because you probably have to pay for the card itself plus the money on the card, alright? I don't do gift cards, alright? I've never received a gift card, and if I have, I don't remember how to use the damn things. Point being is that a lot of people just aren't honest to begin with. It is harder for people to be honest because you're scared of reaction. You're scared of facing yourself and knowing your ulterior motives and other people's ulterior motives. And when it comes to telling the truth, some people just all out freaking refuse to do so. And why? Why do they freaking refuse to do so? Because they are not honest with themselves. I will be the first to tell you, I hate my life. Alright? I will kid you not, I hate my life. This is not the life I planned out. And for the bulk of it, every member in my family has done something to keep me from achieving my goal. And when you come from a family who would rather see you suffer than succeed and don't look at it from the damage they've done to you and won't try to change it, but keep using you as a convenient scapegoat for them to keep doing what they want, it's a problem. But none of them want to be honest about it and look in the mirror and say, my big brother James has done so much for me and has never done a thing for himself in his life. And it's my fault because I've had kids and he's had to watch them. We've never paid him a dime and we've never said thank you. We've never said I'm sorry. And as the person on the receiving end of that, it's not about being thanked. It's not about you saying you're sorry. It's about you doing what you're supposed to do as a grown person from the jump. Which means before you lay in the bed, you should probably think about the consequences and what will happen when you don't practice safe sex. And then when you go out and have these babies with people who just don't want to have babies, that should probably be the conversation you have before you get pregnant. Every one of my family members, my mother dearest included, didn't carry that conversation that far. Now some of my family members have grown and matured and fixed that for the most part. But they can't give me back my 20s, my 30s, and my teen years of when I took care of their asses too. And it's not fair and it's not right that they want to continue that cycle and not look at me and say, damn, we literally fucked him out of his life. This is not fair that we keep fucking him out of his life and thinking that it is his job to do that. And then every now and again, someone will slide in a thank you or slide in a $20 bill for gas or taking up things that they can't give me back. Years through my life is gone, and they don't seem to get that. So while we're being honest, I thought I'd bring that into that conversation about people telling the truth. One, I never not one time looked at my siblings and said, hey, can I watch your child? Hell no. Never done that. Two, I never looked at my mother and said, hey, Mom, can I watch the kids? Why the fuck would I do that? I don't want to do that. My dick didn't make them. Why should I have to do that? My dick, again, did not make them. But no one wants to acknowledge that from my side. No one wants to see it for what it is. The truth of the matter is, there's a lack of responsibility that needs to be taken care of, and people just refuse to all out do it. There's no bullshit about it. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. I'm not trying to be an evil. I'm not trying to throw my business all out there. But that's just the fucking truth. And the people don't look at it from the receiving end of what they've done. They only look at it from, well, you're there. There you go. No. And it's been done for years. Like I said, I'm in my 40s, my late 40s. So I should not have to continue to take care of 20-year-old people's responsibility or 30-year-old people's responsibility. Y'all fucking grown. Let's just be honest about that shit. Y'all fucking grown. It's time to grow up. Big brother, big sister should not have to do your job. Simple as that. Now, if I've offended anyone in my family in this first 5 minutes of the video, I'm sorry and not sorry at the same time. I'm sorry that I've offended you, but I'm not sorry that I laid the truth out there and your ass needs to accept it. Period. This video will only be on my YouTube channel, just for the simple fact that I don't want everybody getting mad. Now let's get on with it. So, the thing about telling the truth in people, the thing about people in general is that we don't like to live in the truth unless it's something violent or something vile or something foul or something really, really bad that has happened to us, and we just got to get it off our chest and we have to share it. I live like that every day. Alright? I don't sugarcoat shit. I don't sit here and lie to spare your feelings. I will give you 99.9. If I think you can handle the whole 1,000, well, you're going to get it. If I'm angry, you're going to get it. Yeah, and why? Because I didn't weigh in the pros and cons, and I didn't use my synaptic scenarios before I opened up my mouth. And that's the other thing about saying shit that you didn't mean to say. There's a word that comes to my mind. It's called bullshit. I don't give a damn who you are. I'm going to say this freely, and this is the whole 1,000. Anything that comes out your mouth, whether you said it unintentionally or intentionally, you meant to say it at some level, at some time, to that person, and you've had enough, and you couldn't stop yourself. So you meant to say it on one level or another. You just didn't have the right words. Excuse me, my tongue got twisted. The right words to engage with that person properly. Alright? And that's what led to that clusterfuck to begin with. You know, if you're unable to communicate with someone, or if you're like in most situations, specifically my situation, when the person you need to engage to don't want to hear anything you have to say, when they don't want to acknowledge the wrongs that they've done, when they don't want to sit there and think, damn, I probably should have did this differently. I probably should have let this person get all this shit off my chest, or off their chest, so they won't keep throwing that shit up in my face. Because unresolved issues is just that. They are going to be unresolved until you resolve them. And the longer you put it off, the longer it becomes a bigger issue. Something as small as I stepped on your foot and I'm avoiding you. I'm just avoiding you because those were like your brand new Nikes. I stepped on your foot and then you stepped in dog shit. Okay? It's my fault that I stepped on your foot. It's not my fault if you stepped in the dog shit. Unless the dog was my dog. Okay? And I chose not to clean up the dog shit. Now, scenario being, I stepped on your foot, you walked outside, stepped in dog shit, and you had to go to an interview, like, right at that. On your way out is when you stepped in the dog shit before you could jump in your car. Yeah. Still not my fault. Because you stepped in the dog shit. It is my fault that I stepped on your foot. You would look at that and say, no, they're both your fault because you didn't clean up your dog shit. And I would say, honestly, just for the record, to be completely honest, you would probably be right. Because I didn't clean up the dog shit. It was my dog, and I should have cleaned up the dog shit. I stepped on your foot. You were rushing out, and I didn't do it intentionally, but I stepped on your foot. And as soon as you stepped out the house, you stepped in a big-ass pile of dog shit that my dog laid on the ground, and my ass was too rich, too proud, too lazy to pick it up. So let's say it's my fault. But you don't have time to argue with me about it right now because now you have to clean off your shoe and you have 10 minutes to get to work, and work is all the way across town. So what do? Luckily for me, you're a smart person and you carry an extra pair of shoes in your car. So you take your shoes that are shitty to the car, throw them in a bag, put on your new shoes, get in the car, and drive to work. But when you come home and I'm there, you're going to dive into my ass. Which rightfully so, you have every right to do because I did not clean up that dog shit. And you went to work with dusty, busted up shoes while you were dressed slightly decent. Not like this. You would be dressed in, like the khaki pants are fine, but not the t-shirt. But you would be dressed in the khaki pants and like this. You're going in for a job interview. You can wear your khaki pants because khakis are acceptable. Cargo pants because I only wear cargo pants. So you can wear your cargo pants and this dress shirt. You know, you don't have to tuck it in. You got your little tank top under it because when I go to a job interview, honestly, truly to God, this is my best shirt. I don't want to go into there with this dragon on. I don't want to go into the job interview with this Payco. And this white shirt under this dragon is severely stained. And no matter how much I've washed it, the stains won't come out. But with that gray shirt and all these anchors, hopefully the guy's from the Navy and he might decide, okay, well, you're a vet and I like the Navy, I like your anchors, I'm going to get that. I do need to buy another dress shirt. Eventually I will. Hopefully it'll be a solid color. But for the most part, that's my interview shirt. And any pair of wrinkled ass cargo pants and that shirt is what I will wear to a job interview. You know, those are like my best clothes. But the thing is, I'm not a collar guy. I'm not. I hate these things. I can't work in a job where I have to wear a collar or a tie. It's not going to happen. So if my acting career takes off, and they're like, okay, you're going to have to be in the Men in Black, so you have to wear that suit and a collar tie. I said the tie has to be a clip-on, or it has to be a bow tie. But it has to be a clip-on so that I can pop that bitch off and put it back after the shot. Because I just don't like ties and I don't like collars. I don't like feeling like I'm being choked. You know? But that's just my personal opinion. Will I do that shit? Yeah, damn right I will, because it might be my very first acting job that I get paid to do. So yeah, I will do that in a New York minute. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of us are more afraid of the truth and how people will react to what we tell them versus the actual shit that's going to happen. Alright? We live in that world. Stay tuned for the next video, but before I make that video, I'm going to make a video about this video so that you will come to Kung Fu Habit number 2 to watch it.